Cause I ain't acting funny. I ain't acting funny, nah. I ain't acting funny, nah. Cause I ain't acting funny. I ain't acting funny, nah. Hey, hey! What's the business, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature, and we're here from our review of Chasing Atlanta Season 4, The Reunion Part 2, with Imani Van Zant, and she's here to fix your shit. So we pick up where we left off from last week with Dominique and Travis with their whole miscellaneous beef about no, do me, no, and all of this other stuff. So Travis has had enough of Dominique dragging his ass, okay? He has had enough of Dominique dragging his ass. And even though I like Dominique, I have had enough of Dominique dragging his ass, okay? Because he's been dragging the shit out of Travis all season. And Travis is looking like a punk. So he need to come with it. You know what I mean? And this ain't no disrespect to Dominique, because like I said, I like Dominique. I know him outside the show just a little bit, not as much as Jamar does. But however, I like him, but I don't like to see a person constantly get their ass pumped. Like, bitch, stand up for yourself. It's kind of like how Kim Fields had bossed up on Kenya Moore on season 8 of Housewives of Atlanta. I was so happy when she bossed up on her ass. Come on now, let Dominique know that you with the shit too. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to see that. But I totally understood where he was coming from when he said he tried his hardest not to go in on Dominique at all. He tried not to disrespect him or nothing like that. Especially after seeing his interview with Imani Van Zant. Now, I didn't see that interview with Dominique and Imani Van Zant. I did not see it. However, Travis did. And Dominique revealed that he was raped and molested. Travis was raped and molested as well around the same age as Dominique was. So he felt the connection with Dominique, and for that alone, that is why he did not go in on Dominique. And they both, I saw Dominique crying about it and all of this stuff. So that could be why Dominique felt some type of way about the whole, you know, you putting your hands on me, you sitting me on your lap and all this other stuff. It could be some trauma from his past, with sexual assault. That could be why he reacted the way that he did. And there are certain things, certain triggers with people that have dealt with sexual abuse that are triggers for them. It is. Because I know my mother doesn't like it. Like when she she doesn't really like a certain touches. She don't like for people to hug her like that because she was assaulted. So I totally understand where he was coming from. But Troy had a couple of words for Travis as well, because he said that Travis was coming for him and his little show, and he started reading him about podcasting from outside. Now, Troy, you can't judge nobody from where they podcasting it, because I do my reviews in my damn walk-in closet, okay? I do my reviews in my walk-in closet. Ain't no shame in my damn game, okay? I do my shit right here in my walk-in closet. So ain't no wrong with doing it outside. But I did not know that Travis was coming for Troy. Like, that was left field for me, child. That just shows you I watch the show, I do my reviews, me and Jamar come together, do our interviews with these folks, and then I just disconnect. So I don't be knowing what be going on outside of the show unless I'm catching it, unless Jamar sent it to me, unless somebody sent it to me. Because if you don't send it to me, I ain't gonna fucking see it. And that's just that on that. My baby daddy, Q. Apparently him and Rico had a little bit of a beef that none of us knew about. Apparently, Rico had some things to say about what Q said in regards to the mic. Q felt like Rico was coming for him, so he took to one of his reviews and started dragging the hell out of Rico, and Rico said that his feelings was hurt because he didn't think that warranted anything. I think that there was a misunderstanding on both ends. I do think that Q can sometimes come across a little bit too strong. He is an Aries, so sometimes they do that, because one of my friends is an Aries, and she does that. Like, she can sometimes take things and just make it bigger than what it is sometimes, and it ain't really that deep at all. So, I totally understand it. I'm glad they were able to come to a common ground and apologize to one another. Q owned up to what he was wrong for, and that's just that on that. Yeah. Did Kendra and Wayne come to fight? Did they come to fight? And here's my damn answer. Hell yeah! You can't tell me they did not come there to fight. Kendra was ready to fight, okay? Like, Wayne tried to play it down. But Kendra said that she may have been there to fight. At least she kept it all the way real. I know Kendra was there to fight. But then the question came around to, is Troy transphobic? That was the word. Now, I knew that that was going to come around once he called Kendra a tranny. Now, like I said, until a couple of years ago, I did not know that tranny was an offensive term. Even as a person that's in the LGBT community, as I always tell you guys, I'm very far removed from it. There's a lot of things that I don't understand still, even as a gay man, like living my life as a gay guy. I came out, well, I really didn't come out until 2010, so that's basically been 11 years since I've been out of the closet, but I started living my life as a gay man in 2008. And I kept myself away from the gay community for so long that there were certain things that I still didn't know about. Like, I never knew, like, I remember when Nene called Funky Dineva and Derek J. Queens, when they appeared on the Housewives of Atlanta, it went haywire. All of the gay guys were pissed off because she used the term queen. I thought that was acceptable because gay guys called each other queens. So I didn't know that that was supposed to be an offensive term. You know what I mean? So I did not know that that was offensive. Just like I didn't know that tranny was offensive, because I used to hear people refer to transgenders as trannies a lot, and I even would say it out of my own ignorance. I would say it, and it wouldn't even be to be disrespectful. I'd be like, oh, you talking about the tranny girl? Oh, you talking about the tranny girl? Oh, I didn't know she was a tranny. You know, because one of my classmates is now transgender, and I did not know that one time, and someone was like, yeah, he doesn't go by that name anymore. He goes by Patricia. I'm like, oh, so I didn't know he was a tranny. That's what I said a couple of years ago when I first found out, but I never knew it was offensive until I really started getting into the LGBT stuff. Never knew it was offensive. So, Troy felt like this. When transgenders get mad, they call us fags and stuff like that. So when I get mad, I'm going to say the same thing. To be quite honest, that is true. You can't sit up here and call somebody else a punk and then get mad when they call you a tranny. Because to be honest with y'all, I don't like that term faggot, and I don't like that term punk. So don't refer to me as no fag. Don't refer to me as no sissy. Don't refer to me as no punk. I don't like none of that. If you going to call me something, you can call me a bitch. But don't call me no faggot. Don't call me no punk. Don't call me no sissy. Those are 3 terms that I don't fucking like. And I always tell my straight friends that all the time. Do not use that shit. No term faggot, punk, or sissy around me, because that will get you punched. And you might punch my last back, but that's just what it is. I don't like those terms. Don't use them around me. Period. But I don't think that Troy is transphobic. I just think that he said stuff in the heat of the moment, which is not cool. Because even if I am arguing with somebody, because I have a transgender cousin that I no longer fuck with at this point, but I never once called her a tranny or anything that could have easily gotten her out of her bag. So I do try my best not to be disrespectful a lot. I honestly do. But then everybody starts talking about how the pandemic affected all of them. It affected some in the worst way, and then for some it affected them in a good way. But I was really confused when Troy said that he had COVID the week before his birthday dinner. So apparently he said when he was at the birthday dinner, he had no sense of smell, no sense of taste, or anything like that. So you still had the symptoms, but you still, decided to throw your ass a birthday dinner. No, sir. You was being irresponsible. Like, I think you should have kept that shit to your damn self. Even in the comment section, Oliver said that was news to him because he didn't even know that he had it. So it was kind of like, Troy, what are you saying? Like, you were still kind of contagious at that point. Like, what are you? Because I never had COVID, so I really don't know what the business is. But I feel like if you still had the symptoms like no smell, no taste, you should not be out. You still should be quarantining until you know that you're feeling well. Like I that kind of threw me, Troy. And Troy's someone else that I actually like. Now, like, I don't know him that well. I think Jamar knows him because of Dominique and all that other stuff. So I don't know him that well, but I don't know about this situation right here now. I was kind of confused because I'm like, okay, my nigga, like, what are you saying? Like, did you know? Did you get tested before you came back to the party and you found out you were negative, or did you just feel like, okay, I'm not coughing, I'm not sneezing, I'm not down through there no more, so I can go out and party? No, you gotta go get tested again before you be around anybody else. And if the shit come back positive, your ass gotta be quarantined. Because my cousin had COVID, and I had just seen her a week prior before she had COVID, but I wasn't affected by it. She the one who got COVID. She got COVID from being out somewhere, I believe. And then she was stuck in the house for like half of a week, and then she went and got tested again, and it came back positive again, so she had to sit back another 5 days. And after 5 days was up, I believe, she came out negative, and then she came out to the skating ring with us. So your ass had COVID breath while you was out there trying to fight, child. Like, Troy, be more responsible, child. Then we started diving into the transgender issues about all the transgendered women that have been murdered and stuff of that nature, and it really hit Lauren and Kendra in a different type of way. And you know, Kendra's sister is transgender as well, so it's a lot of things that I still don't understand with the transgender community, although they are part of my community, but there's a lot that I gotta learn. So Lauren performs, did a great job. Funny is a great song. I don't think that Lauren has that much of a voice, but at the same time, she made it work. She make it work where she got, and Funny is very catchy. So after that performance, I really went on and bought that song, honestly, like real shit. I went on and bought it. Like, you know, I liked it already, but I didn't buy it. But then when I saw that performance, it made me want to buy it, so I bought it. You know, it's the same thing when We Were Born. Like, I ain't really fuck with We Were Born's personalities on the show, but however, I fuck with their music, so that's another thing. So that performance was great. Then she had this heartfelt conversation with her father, and she came out and said that she wanted to transition. And you know, people were giving her father a hard time in the comment section because they were still talking about, well, he's not calling Lauren her, he's calling her him, and all of this other stuff. You got to understand, Lauren's father comes from the old school, so they don't understand this shit, so they're not gonna get it right away. You got to give that man time to understand what he's dealing with. He don't know what the fuck this is, so you got to give him some time to really think about it, give him some time to really know what it is, and give him some time to really get adjusted to it, because that's a lot to get adjusted to. You know what I mean? Like, I just know that for a fact because, like I said, I have a transgender cousin that I don't fuck with no more, but a little bit, when was this? Maybe 2019? Late 2019, she started transitioning, and I already knew that she wanted to, but she wanted to transition. She told me maybe 4 years earlier that she wanted to transition, and she finally went ahead with it. Now, I will say that it was an adjustment because I was used to calling her by the name that she had when she was a guy. So I would spit that name out, but hurry up and take it back, because I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. And I would always, so one day we was at dinner, and I had done a great job at not misgendering her. But one time I was laughing. I'm like, boy, you I said, my bad. You know what I mean? They knew I wasn't, she knew I wasn't being disrespectful to her. But, so she didn't take offense. So it's a process. It really is. Y'all got to give this man some time to really think about it. But at least he's accepting her for who she is. That's all I can say. Then Lauren and Kendra have final words. They decide to embrace each other as trans sisters and all of that stuff. They decide that even though they don't have to be best friends, but they need to be there for one another and stick together. And they both agreed, and they're trying to work on their relationship. Rico asked Lauren out on a date, child, and Jamar gonna be mad as a motherfucker when he see that. I am dying laughing, okay? Jamar, bitch, did you see that? He asked her out on a date. You better fight for your man, bitch. Oliver handles his grievances with everybody that he had an issue with. He even offered to talk to Troy and Dominique about their issues, even though they did not get to hash it all out at the reunion. He still want to hash them out. That's one thing I like about Oliver. He's definitely an Aquarius like myself. We always try to find a resolution to some things, but for me, when that Taurus moon hit, baby, like, sometimes shit is better off being dead. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I felt bad for Wayne when he started talking about Q and how he really wanted to have a relationship with Q and how he felt that Q made him feel like nothing. And I felt bad for him because I remember when I was growing up and I was being bullied and stuff like that, and there were people that I really, really wanted to be cool with, but they wouldn't give me the time of day. So that's where it came across. That's how it came across when he was talking about it. Like, I felt bad for Wayne. And I don't normally feel bad for Wayne, but I really felt bad for Wayne in that moment because he really liked Q and he wanted to be cool with him. I can only imagine how that feels. I feel bad. I really feel bad for him. But, you know, I think Q handled his stuff. They talked about everything that they got coming up. And I would say thank you guys for a great season. Chasing Atlanta always hits the mark. They're probably the best LGBT reality show that's out there right now. I will say that most LGBT shows that have been out have been hot for the past few months. Okay, Chasing Atlanta, hot. The Come Up Miami, hot. Okay, those two shows have been hot. Okay, Chasing Dallas, I'm even include that, even though they came out like this time last year. I'm even gonna include that. Chasing Dallas, Chasing Atlanta, Lovers and Friends. What else? The Come Up Miami, the Come Up New York, all that was hot. Okay, like they were hot, they were consistent, they were everything. And I cannot wait for Chasing Dallas, The Retreat. I will be tuning into that. Let's see. Web Life is still on. I haven't reviewed it anymore because I kind of lost interest in it. But I will be, me and Jamar will be interviewing. It's in a process. We'll be interviewing Hey Mikey and Brandon Carson. Those are the two people from Web Life Atlanta that we will be interviewing. We already interviewed Carl already. So it's next up is Hey Mikey and Brandon. So those are the two that we'll be interviewing. Probably after Q's interview, we'll be interviewing those two. So it's in the works right now. We're talking to them right now about interviews. But I still watch Web Life Atlanta, but I wasn't feeling it anymore, so I'm gonna give it a chance for the next season. I will do that. The Grind Dallas is out. Make sure y'all support them. I'm gonna put the link to their stuff at the bottom of the video. So the Grind Dallas is out. Their first episode premiered last week, and I think they're at 10,000 viewers now. So shout out to Jeremy and Sean for that show. Make sure y'all tune in to that. Let's see what other shows are coming out. The Retreat for Chasing Dallas, that's about to come out as well. The Circle ATL is coming out sometime this year. Chasing LA coming out in April. There's a lot of LGBT reality shows coming out, and I will be reviewing them. I mean, me and Jamar have hit this whole stage of being LGBT media, and I'm very much so enjoying it. And me and Jamar also have things coming up as well that we have not talked about, but we will be talking about soon. And yeah, Jamar just moved to Atlanta, so he's getting himself set up. But once he get himself set up, we'll talk about the things that we haven't been able to talk about just yet, okay? But we got some shit coming up. We got more interviews coming out. We got a lot coming up. Shout out to me and Jamar, and shout out to the Just Us League, which includes Really BTV, Il Teddy 27, YB Entertainment, The Cats Meow, Ebby Reviews, and Giving You the Real Tea. I hope I did not forget nobody. But shout out to y'all. Shout out to also Rodney the Voice, because he also reviews this show as well. I hope I didn't forget nobody else. Aaron Wiles Out, I think he also reviews this show too. So with that being said, you guys, I'm out of here, y'all. Thank you, Chasing Reality, for another great show and another great season. I'm out here, y'all. Peace out.